Good morning, everyone. Thanks for joining us this morning. Glad you could join us here on a Thursday morning. We'll be going over some really solid annuity programs that IAMS offers through some different carriers on the multi-year rate guarantee market space. We've seen a really nice boost in that business this year. We're continuing to see a nice amount of business coming in on rate guarantees. A lot of clients are looking at different investments right now that offer specific rates not based on the market. So we are seeing a nice increase in the MYG market space, and we'll probably see that continue here for the next number of months based on what's happening. We have a really nice new producer program for the new agents that get signed up with us. We got different levels of activity you can qualify for. $100,000 level, 250s, 500, 750, and $1 million. You qualify for different programs based on each level. You have 180 days to qualify, so plenty of time to get your business in to qualify for different levels. We have radio programs, we have different seminar systems, iPads, cash, preset appointments. It just depends what you're needing at this point. So a nice combination there. We do see a lot of people qualify for these. A great way to get your business going and help it get a boost based on what we can help you out with based on the different levels of qualification for our business builders. Really a nice program we've offered here at IAMS for a number of years. A couple other programs we have is our market reimbursement, also our referred producer program. We pay you based on referrals. You get a $100 bonus when your client submits their first piece of business. You get a $50 sign-up bonus when the agent gets licensed with us. We have different overrides based on the kind of business they're submitting. You get a 20 BIP override on their index business. MYG business, you get 10 basis points on. Life target is 15 basis points. So it's a nice program we put together here at IAMS. Helps you develop a nice bank for your referrals, also for your marketing needs. I know we do $200 for every $100,000 of single premium life, $100 for every $100,000 of annuity premium you get in your bank for marketing. Really a nice system we have to help you with your advertising expenses, and we see that get utilized all the time. Also working with IAMS, you get great back office support. We've got a great group of individuals that work on the new business team, the marketing team, creative teams. We've got a great group of people that work at our office, help you out with case design. Maybe you want to put together an email program for clients. Maybe you want to look at some different scenarios for specifics on a client's needs. We can help you out with all that. We also have paperless contracting. You can get signed up with a number of companies at one time, and that way you have access to a group of companies with one sign up. So really a nice feature we have with our paperless contracting. We also have an e-app system we use now called Firelight. Really a great system to utilize for your needs on getting business submitted. Really helps with getting the business in and having it complete. We went into a lot of trouble with some of the paper apps where can't read the writing. Some of the forms aren't completed. With the Firelight system, it helps with all of that. So really a nice program. And I know once agents have used it once, we see them continue to use it. We have a good block of agents that use it all the time. So I think it's definitely something to take a look at. If you have not utilized Firelight, definitely something to utilize. We do have a number of companies that utilize the system, and you can take a look at the list here. We have a lot of our top annuity carriers, a lot of the life companies we use the system. So really good program to take advantage of and help you with your whole app process, especially with the virus situation right now. A lot of clients don't want to meet in person. You can do the app online. Go ahead and email them over the signature page, and it's all taken care of in a matter of minutes. So pretty good program there. We also have a great creative team here that can help you out with advertising. Maybe you want to redo your logo, redo your business cards, maybe develop a website. maybe do some campaigns with emails, use the social media for advertising. They can help you out with a lot of different avenues you can utilize with the social media side. Creative team will help you with all of that. They've got a great group of guys that work on that side, and a good way to get your name out there in the market and help your business in the long run. So great program we have there. We have a good website you can use through IAMS that has a lot of good material you can utilize on there. You can look up current interest rates, download forms, look up different company links. Maybe you want to look at the state of Minnesota, state insurance department. We have a lot of really good links on there you can take advantage of, utilize, and look up tax information, AM Best reports, a lot of good stuff you can take off that website. Basically, you have to register, typically use your email address is your username, then you create a password. Really good programs you can use on the system. And we've got some good calculators on there. You can do income comparisons. You can look at different strategies, what they would have done the last number of years. Some good stuff there you can use on a day-to-day basis. We also have a really good software program called the Retirement Analyzer. It's a good all-inclusive software. You can print up reports on clients. You can plug information on savings, income needs, what their age is, all that good stuff. It prints out a really good report. You can go over that with your client. Maybe they're running short on what they're going to need to retire. Maybe they need to work a couple more years to hit the goals they want to hit. This software will spell all that out for them. So if you have interest in that Retirement Analyzer program, definitely get a hold of Marcus in the office. He'd be glad to help you out on that side of it. We also have a wealth management side of our business now. You can speak to Charles Jr. or Michael. They both be glad to help you out on that end. We've got a really good platform we utilize on that side. And we are mainly involved with the Series 65 side of the business. So if you have an interest in getting your Series 65 passed, they can help you out with that, give you all the study materials and everything you need to pursue that avenue. I think it's always good to have both sides covered with the security side and the insurance side. That way you're not referring agents down the road and they end up taking all their business to someone else. That definitely is a situation you don't want to run into. We also offer our life and annuity academies. We do have ones coming up in probably the first part of next year. We were not able to have any this year due to the pandemic, but we are going to reinstate these in 2021. So we'll keep you posted when you start doing these meetings again. Really good chance to get to know some of the IAMS employees better, take up some good sales ideas, software information, a lot of good details on life information, annuities. We'll bring in some great speakers. We bring in some good producers we have. We'll be going over some of the sales ideas they use in the field. And I think it's really good use of 2.5 days to pick up some great details on what we have available in the States. Today's webinar will be going over some different options on some MYG carriers. I know we've seen a big boost this year in rate guarantee sales, a lot of very short-term sales, 2-3 year contracts where agents are getting clients on board. They use laddering. Maybe they do a 2-year sale, a 3-year sale, and a 5-year sale. And that way they can ladder the client's money out, have it coming up due. And that way, if we do see situations where interest rates do start to climb, they're not locked into a 10-year contract. They're looking at shorter term contracts, a great way to take advantage of today's returns. You compare the interest rates right now compared to CDs and money markets. Interest rates on the annuities is drastically higher. We've got some great options for free withdrawals, return of premium options. You've got long-term care and home health care outs, based on that happening. As I mentioned, you have usually between interest only and up to 10% free withdrawals on cases, and great for qualified and non-qualified money. So we'll definitely be able to handle both sides of that. We'll be discussing, majority of where the business is going right now is amongst these carriers we have up right now. We have Americo just introduced a great 5-year contract. American Life also has a 5-year. Atlantic Coast has a suite of products we'll be discussing. Equitable, more the same. F&G, Guggenheim, Sentinel, and Upstream are the main carriers we'll discuss. We'll also discuss Ocean View. Ocean View has been a big player for us this year in the MYG market. We see a lot of money going that direction. So really a nice combination of products there. Americo is an A-rated company. They are really a new player for us on the MYG market. They introduced their Platinum Assure 5, and they've got the rate right now at 3.2%. The good thing about this, it has a 10% free withdrawal starting in the first year. You've got a full death benefit on this policy. It also offers nursing home and hospital confinement waivers, and some good opportunities there to take care of business on that side. American Life is another company we offered that we recently picked up there in Lincoln, Nebraska. They've got their American Classic 5. It also has a 5-year contract, 3.2% interest, 10% free withdrawal starting the second year, so it's a little bit different than Americo. Americo allows it in the first year. The good thing about American Life, they also go down to $1,000 deposit, so a very low deposit. They have a full death benefit, and you do have that 10% free starting the second year. The thing about American Life is they are only available in a very few number of states. They do pay a 2.25% commission on this contract up to age 80. The Americo Life plan we just talked about has a very low commission at 1.5%, but that is a good short-term A-rated carrier with Americo, and American Life also has some good options there based on their policy. Atlantic Coast Life is a company we've dealt with the last few years. They've got some good multi-year rate guarantee products. They've got a safe harbor and a safe haven. The thing to remember is the safe harbor is a simple interest rate, and the safe haven is a compound interest rate. You can see that they offer a first year, typically 1% higher rate. Second year on, it's going to have a guarantee at 1% less. So if you take a look at the safe harbor on a 5-year contract, they're offering 4.35 the first year, 3.35 years 2 through 5. You do have to add on features if you want free withdrawals or a death benefit on their contracts. You can see that the safe harbor does have a death benefit available on that contract for 25 basis points. It's a full death benefit. Otherwise, you go to safe haven. They have charges based on free withdrawals. They have a 5, 6, 7, and 10-year options, and really nice combination there. They do take a $5,000 deposit, so they go down to $5,000 on their deposit. They're available in many more states than the American Life is, and they are a B++ rated company, so they do have some good ratings there. One thing to keep in mind, they do have also a indexed annuity that has some very competitive rates, and they do have fees for that based on what the client wishes to have based on free withdrawals, full death benefits, and accumulated interest. And they do have a option for the index side. Sentinel Life, we've seen a good block of business going to Sentinel in the last number of years, and they've got a really good lineup of contracts, 5-year, 7-year, and 10-year contracts. So the 5-year rates look like these have not been changed, so I'll give the current rates. So 5 years at 3.35, the 7-year rates at 3.45, the 10-year rates at 3.55, and they have rates available in most states at that rate. Florida, Minnesota is slightly lower, and you can take a look at the rates in those states is going to be about 10 to 20%, 10 to 20 basis points lower. So in Florida, you're going to be right above 5%. Same thing in Minnesota on 3% on a 5-year contract. And the 7-year contract is also going to be slightly above 3%. With Sentinel, they've got these different riders you can add on for a fee based on what your client would like to have based on benefits. Available to age 90 in most states, up to 80 in Oklahoma. They do have a minimum premium of $2,500 to go down to a lower deposit. And as you see on the screen here, it does have limited state availability. So it just depends on the state you're in, if it's going to be available in your state. Equitable is a company we picked up about a year and a half ago. We've seen a lot of business going to Equitable. They have their Secure Savings and Secure Savings Elite. The big difference is the Elite does not have free withdrawals. The Secure Savings does. So if your client wants a 5% free withdrawal, they can go with the Secure Savings. But the Secure Savings Elite does have slightly higher rates. You can take a look at a 2-year contract. The Secure Savings Elite rate is at 2.3 on a 2-year, and then the 5-year is at 3.10. So those are really good rates on short-term contracts. You have a 5% free withdrawal on the Secure Savings contract, full death benefit, minimum deposit is $10,000, and that plan is available to age 90. The Secure Savings Elite is available to age 85. It does not have a full death benefit unless you added a rider on, and it is a $10,000 minimum deposit available to age 85. So keep that in mind based on Equitable. Equitrust is a company we've had available for a number of years. They do have a little bit lower interest rates right now. They've definitely lowered some of their numbers there. And we don't see a lot going them on the rate guarantees right now. We do see more going on the index side with Equitrust. However, Equitrust does pay pretty solid commissions, 3% up to age 80, 2.25% from 81 to 90. Their plans are available to age 90. They do have a full death benefit, and they have interest-only free withdrawals with their contract. Fidelity Guarantee is a company that we've seen some good business going to. They do have electric-only applications. You can only do them on the e-apps. Their 3-year rate right now is at 2.25. They have a 5-year rate at 2.90, 7-year rate at 3.05. Available in most states. They do pay decent commissions. They have a 5-year comp at 2%. Their 7-year compensation is at 2.25. Those compensations are up to age 79. So they do reduce that compensation from 80 to 90 by 50%. So it'd be half of that number. So the 5-year would be at 1% comp above age 80 and above, and then 7-year would be at 1.125 from 80 on up. So F&G does have some specials they do every now and then. They increase these interest rates, but right now they are in the middle of the pack. 5-year rate at 2.90, pretty good number. 7-year rate at 3.05, definitely a decent number on that side. Guggenheim is kind of a sister company to Equitrust here in the past. They do have good rates, 3-year all the way up to 10-year rate guarantees. These are the rates on less than 250,000. You got a 2% rate for 3 years. You see their 5-year rates at 240, 10-year rate at 280. Commission rise, they're up to age 80 on 9 years down to 5-year guarantees. They're at 250 on the commission. We do a 10-year rate guarantee. The commission's at 3 to age 80. They do reduce those commissions above age 80 on the 10-year. It's at 2.25 from 81 to 85 and 1.5 from 86 to 90. 10% free withdrawals at Guggenheim, so they do have more liquidity. They've got the full death benefit. Issue age is 0 to 90. You get a $5,000 minimum deposit on qualified money with them, so they do go to lower numbers on the qualified side. As you mentioned on commissions, they are very competitive on their compensation. Upstream, a company we recently picked up. They are of limited availability in states. They do have very good rates right now. They're at 3.45 on a 5-year rate guarantee. Their 3-year rate's at 250. You have interest-only free withdrawals in this contract years 1 going forward. If you want a full death benefit, it's 25 basis points. Issue age is 0 to 90. They do reduce commissions above age 80, and they do require the death benefit on issue ages 81 plus. So that death benefit rider is 25 basis points. They do require that at the older ages, so we will reduce the rate slightly based on that death benefit situation. So do keep that in mind based on the older ages with Upstream. Ocean View is a company that we have picked up this year. They have very competitive rates. I know we sent a ton of business to them the last few months. They've got really good rates, not quite as high as they were. They're at 3 years at 235. They're 5 years at 285, 7-year at 2.95, and a 10-year at 3. They do have 10% available for free starting the 2nd year. It's a $10,000 minimum pay. Commission-wise, they do pay a 2.5 commission up to age 79. 80 plus, it's at 1.25. 7-year up to age 79 is at 2.75. And the 7-year, the 80 plus commissions at 1.375. So really good rates with these carriers right now. We have introduced a number of new companies this year that are really focused in on the MYG side of the business. I will be calling everyone that was on today's meeting, going over kind of what we have, see if there's some interest in you getting some information sent to you on a specific company. We do have software available with most of the carriers. We can run software on their sites. We also have a generic software available via calculator we have. We can do it on that site. So we're able to do those quotes for you. Most of these companies are available to age 90, so they do go to higher issue ages. Really a strong combination of short-term contracts. I know we've seen a lot of agents writing laddered strategies where you're doing a 2-year, 3-year, 5-year contracts for clients, maybe putting them with different carriers, kind of spreading the wealth a little bit. We do see that happening. And of course, we do see good blocks of money moving out of the stock market, moving out of banks, moving money to some safety, looking at rate guarantees. The market's had a pretty nice recovery from what happened in March, but we do see a lot of clients starting to get more conservative with the election coming up, not knowing what's going to happen in the market, going into the 2021. Some people are definitely taking a route to safety. So I do appreciate being on this morning. I'm trying to keep this under a half an hour in duration. I do appreciate you being on. My name is Matt Tour. I've been at IAMS for a number of years. I specialize in the annuity market space. So if you have any questions on that side, definitely give me a call. I'll be glad to help you out with any client information, product details, whatever you may need. We can definitely help you on all sides of the market. But I do appreciate you spending time with me this morning. I'll be contacting everyone that was on later today, going over some details on what's available there in their state. Otherwise, everyone have a great week. Have a great weekend coming up. And I do appreciate your time this morning, and we'll talk to you soon. Thank you.